Hi yogis, I'm Alice and welcome to your practice. Today we've got a really fun, yummy, stretchy yoga flow designed for any time of day. And it's just an opportunity for you to reconnect to your physical body, ease any tension and find a bit more space. So when you're ready, hop into something comfy, maybe grab a few yoga bricks if you've got them, and let's get going. So we're going to start our practice today kneeling, but we're going to come into a toes pose. If you come to the back of the mat and bring your hands out in front and just start to tuck your toes. And see if you can just take a moment just to rock onto those toes and see if you can come take a seat into your toes pose. It might be a little bit sore to start, and if you need to come out of it, please do whenever you need. Sitting tall, drawing the lower ribs in. Take a moment. Just use this as an opportunity to arrive. You can close your eyes or just soften the gaze. Find your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Last one. And if it's too sore, you can take your hands forward and untuck those toes. Take a moment, sit back to the heels again. Interlace your hands and hook them behind the head. So just to the base of the skull. And take a moment, just lean the head back into those hands. Open up the elbows and start to open up your spine. Flick the tailbone out behind you. Take a breath. You can round it in. Add a little bit of weight to the head. And then just moving forward and back through these cat-cows, opening up the elbows, pinning them back, squeezing, and then rounding. And opening. And rounding. Feel free to kind of loosen it up a little bit more if you want to take it round in circles, in figures of eights. Just anything you need to do to open up your spine, to yawn it open. Just say, hey, what's going on? And this can be super slow, or it could be nice and fast, nice and energized. Couple more breaths. The eyes can stay closed as well. One more. Nice. And then just punch the knuckle, the palms of the hands to the ceiling, keeping the interlace, and just take a little moment here. You can again start to round side side, pressing back, pressing forward. If you're still on the toes with them tucked, good on you. My toes don't really tuck that much, which is why I am now seated on the tops of my feet. But I like to open them up because I know it's good for me, but I hate it. Take one more breath. And release. Take the hands out in front of you. Tuck the toes one more time. Sit back to the heels, active child's pose. Stretch through the whole body. Lengthen through the spine. Find traction into the hands and into the feet. Push, push, push. Start to push a little bit more. Push a little bit more. Push a little bit more. Downward facing dog. Just find your down dog just for a sec. Just pedal through the feet a little bit. Maybe just twisting out, having a look under the armpits. A little shimmy, a little shake. And find a moment of stillness. Heavy head. And lift your right leg. You can lift your right leg as high as you want to, maybe start to bend the knee, open up the top hip and stamp your right foot over to the left side of the room. So you're really opening up into the psoas, into the hip flexor. If it feels nice to you, you can also spike onto the right fingertips just to create a little bit more length. Take a breath. One more. Right hand grounds and step your right foot outside of your right hand. Good. Stay high in this lizard lunge for a moment. You can have a little rock between the feet. Stay super strong through the back leg. Driving the left heel back and the crown of the head forward. And then see if you can come to ground your hands. And start to round a little bit through your spine. Bring your chin to your chest and push the floor away. Scoop your tailbone underneath you and see if maybe you can access a slight stretch into the front of that left hip flexor and the quad. One more breath. Keep that right knee connected to your right arm. And then drop the back knee. Open up the chest, look forward, and slowly guide the hips back into a half split. You can spike onto the fingertips, or you can grab blocks. I realized I didn't even grab mine. I'll grab them in a sec. Flex your right toes up. Take a moment here, hands on the inside of the leg. And feel free to just window wipe the right foot from side to side. If it feels nice to you, you're welcome to sit all the way back to the back heel. It's really your stretch, what you want in your hamstring. Take one more breath. And then inhale, come forward, back into a lizard lunge, but now with the back knee drop. Keep the left hand on the floor. And start to just push this right knee away. You can come onto the knife edge of the foot and start to twist the spine. Push the knee away, butterfly it open, and maybe starting to lean the chest back as well. You can find some rocks if you want to. You can kind of start to pulse in and out of this butterflied leg if it feels nice, just to ease into this place. Get super heavy through the left hip as well. And if it feels nice too, you can just stay, but there's option to add on. You can take a block under the left hand if the back foot feels too far away, but maybe ground the front foot, swim the right fingertips all the way back, reach for the back of the mat, and then start to bend into the back leg and hook the top of the foot. The further down the shin you can get, the more intense it starts to get. Just be gentle on your knee and just start to push the foot into the hand. You can play around with like drawing it in and then pushing it away. You're kind of stretching and then activating into that quad. One breath. Good. Release wherever you are. Hands out in front of you. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee off. Step forward. Left foot outside of the left hand. Have the feet parallel and take a forward fold. Interlace your hands. Hook them behind the head one more time. And create that little bonnet around the head. Heavy elbows. You can sway it outside to side. Nice wide stance. Tuck the chin to the chest. Just starting to sway it out. Maybe even trying to throw yourself off balance. And then gently roll your way up to standing. Head and neck come last. Keep the arms behind the head, nice and weighted. Get that full stretch down the spine. Once you meet the top, unfurl the spine, lean the head back, open up the elbows one more time. Start to push the hips forward. Cruise back. Inhale. And then reverse it. Chin to chest. Round it down. Take any little wiggles that you need on your way down. And then take the hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment. And we'll take the other side when you're ready. So we're going to lift the left leg. Bend the knee, bring the heel in towards the right glute, and then start to push it over towards the right side of the room. If you've got a wall there, you can even push into the wall. Maybe spike onto the left fingertips and just create a little bit of space in the front of that left hip. You can stay bent in the supporting leg if you need. One breath. Good, and then look forward, step the left foot outside of your left hand. Good, keep lifted off the back knee, take a moment, little shift between the feet just to find some length. That's it. And then find the middle ground between the 2 feet and start to push the floor away with the hands, rounding through your spine. Try to scoop your tailbone underneath you and bring your chin in towards your chest, look towards your belly button. Breathe. One more. Drop the back knee. Open up the upper spine and pull the weight back into the back leg, into your half split. That's it. Take a moment, lengthen through your lower back, and feel free to just window wipe this left foot from side to side. If you're enjoying just keeping moving, just kind of flossing those hamstrings over each other. One more breath. Long tailbone. And then shift it forward. Now into a low lizard lunge. Right hand grounds underneath the shoulder. You can turn the left foot out slightly if you want to and start to push the left hand into the inner knee. Maybe you roll on the knife edge of the foot. Have the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you start to lean your body back a little bit. You can always butterfly and pulse between pushing and squaring and pushing and squaring off. One more breath. And you're welcome to stay. Or you can start to take that bind. Left hand back. Get super heavy in the hips. Maybe you add a block in. The block just gives you a little bit of height away from the floor. So it kind of extends your arm back a little bit so your chest isn't as far forward. And you can squeeze that back foot in and get super heavy into the hips. And play around with pushing the foot into the hand and squeezing the foot into the knee, into the bum, sorry. And push the foot into the hand and squeeze it in. And push. And squeeze. Ooh. Super nice. Release. Both hands down. Pick up the back knee, tuck the back toes, and step forward into a forward fold one more time. And release. And take a moment. You can hook the hands behind the head one more time. Just add a bit of weight. Just pendulum your body side to side. And then center up, start to press into the feet, press the head into the hands. Open up, lengthen the spine, and open the elbows up. Press the crown of the head forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, release. One more, press, lift, draw the belly in. Exhale, release. And then roll it all the way up. Good. Lean the crown of the head back, the back of the head back. Open up the chest, squeeze the hips forward. And then release the bind. Interlace the hands behind you. Whatever thumb you want on top. Press the palms together. Pin those elbows back and the shoulders back. And extend the arms. Take a breath. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Open. And then dive it forward. Release. And again, you can take a little shift if you want to, or you can just stay to open up the fronts of the shoulders. Keep punching the knuckles into the ceiling. Heavy heads. And release into it. Take one more breath. Bring the hands to the lower back. Release the bind and slide the hands down the backs of the legs. Bring the hands to the floor. Turn the feet out on the 45 and take a seat into a little squat. You can sit to a block if you want to here. Let's take a moment. Push the elbows into the inner knees. And take a side stretch. We're going to take the left arm out to the side, push the upper arm into the inner knee. Take the right hand behind the head and start to lean the head back into the hand. Open up through the right side of the body. Lean as much as you want to. Keep opening up the right knee, squeezing that right glute. You can start to round through the center. And take the other side, right arm to the side, upper arm connected to the inner knee. Left hand hooks to the back of the head. Push the head into the hand and open your chest. Take a breath here. And another one. Breathe into that left side, open up the left lung. And then just start to round through the middle. You can take both hands to the back of the head one more time, just add a bit of weight here. And then release. Beautiful, guys. Take the hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And let it go. Drop the knees to the floor. And sit back to the heels. Bring your hands to the legs, to the belly or to the chest. Notice the sensations, the warmth, the energy you've just cultivated in a short time. The awareness of your full physical body. Maybe a little bit more space. Sit with gratitude for showing up today, for being present just for that short time, for carving out this time into your busy day. We'll finish with a big breath in and a big sigh out. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I don't know about you, but I feel so much more invigorated and energized. I just feel in my body. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know how you got on in the comments below. I'd love to hear. And if you're enjoying these practices and you want more, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button so you can get more of this yoga goodness every single week. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Lots of love.